That is the world that we live in. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to have to live with people we don't understand. That is a very, very difficult task. I'm calling for a new Los Alamos. I say it starts here. This is what we start with, a blank piece of paper. It's never been done before. Up until now, might is right. The person with the biggest stick, biggest army, biggest gun, they make the rules and they write the history. That's over. The peacemakers are going to rule the world. And it's not going to be a rule of might is right. It's going to be a rule of peace, tolerance, understanding, hope, and love. And it can be done, believe me. I go around the world. In the Spanish-speaking countries, I'm known as Señor Loco, the crazy man who through art can change the world. My motto is, can art change the world? And the answer is yes, absolutely. It's the perfect metaphor. When I was at 45 years old, I was told I was going to be dead 3 to 5 years. So I said to my wife, I'm going to sell everything, I'm going to use the money, and I'm going to paint. She said, you not only lost your health, you lost your mind. You've never painted anything in your life. I said, that's right. And I'm going to use peace and love, what I learned in the funeral business. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is all we have. We only got the time that we're born and the time we die, and what happens in the middle is what really counts. So each one of us, according to a new book written by Abrams and Pembroke, I've met with them a number of times, A View from the Center of the Universe. It is so improbable that we're here in the first place. But in the second place, we are all unique. We all have a different gene structure, and inside of us are billions and billions of years of knowledge that we know nothing about. And our job is to pull that out, look at it, nourish it, and present it to the world. We all have a personal responsibility to do that. It's up to each one of us. That makes us the most important creatures in this whole universe. We either do it or we waste it. Together, we can change. I changed when I stopped drinking. I came from when I walked in a room, the lights went out. Now I hope when I walk in the room, the lights go on. What happened? One thing. I went from drinking to not drinking. It's easy. You go from doing nothing to doing something. It's easy. The world tells us it cannot be done. Señor Loco tells you it can be done. I carry an umbrella with me because this is our symbol. I work with the survivors of 9/11. The umbrella laying on this doesn't mean anything. It can't do a thing. It takes someone to pick it up, to open it, and then to hold it. The umbrella is God. If you don't believe in God, it's the universe. It's where we all came from. Under this umbrella stands Christian, Muslim, Jews, Buddhists, atheists, black, white, Hispanic, Chinese. The umbrella doesn't care. But being human, we argue about everything. We question everything. We love, we hate, we cure, we beat up. We do all kinds of crazy things. We must take violence out of our soul, out of our genes. The only place that can be done is here, the university system. We have to teach it. We have to institutionalize being good to each other. So all these people argue for a year, and at the end of the year, nobody has changed anything. They're all still the same as they were a year ago, with the exception of this. They say, I will never be like you. I don't understand what you stand for. We talked about it for a year, but I respect you, I honor you, and I love you. That's it. That is peace. We're not cloning anybody. We're not changing anybody. We're just changing ourselves and the way we interact. This umbrella was given to me in Argentina last year by an 8-year-old. And I talk about turning victims into victors. And she told me, Matt, my sister and I painted this white dove of peace. She went out that night and she was murdered. After the funeral, this was a very violent area. After the funeral, she painted this black cloud. Then she said to me, I remembered I cannot live my life as a victim. I must be a victor. The rest of the umbrella is about peace and love and hope. She said, take this umbrella with you around the world and tell people it really works. I'm telling you that from an 8-year-old. I take this umbrella, and at the end of all of our programs, I don't care if it's with the United States government, the Vice Chancellor of Germany, or the poorest kid in the worst place, which we go usually, we always end with a personal responsibility. First, we paint the umbrella, and then we tell the world, we're coming, we've changed, we are the leaders of the world. How do we do that? We have a parade. And when we parade, we don't parade like this. Oh, it's me, oh, my parade. We parade like this. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. And where we go.
So now we invite the Chancellor to speak. You have to follow that as well, Imran.
Vice Chancellor, Honorary Graduate and graduates, members of the university, family and friends. After the speech,